Hi everyone and welcome to DIY with Nadia. Today we are making black and white Dollar Tree fall signs. Okay, now I have a little pumpkin here, and I actually did a video with 10 of these pumpkins that I did. I will link it up here, but I decided to do a black and white one because I put a whole bunch of them when I was preparing to do that video. So of course the first thing we always do is cover the little holes. Now I'm grabbing the harvest sign from the fall sets that they have. I love these sets. And I'm just tapping the white paint in. I'm not really painting, I'm tapping. I find that's the best way to get that paint in. And then after about 2 to 3 coats, I do put a little bit of Mod Podge on it, and it seals it really, really beautifully. And I usually cover from both sides. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this part white, and I'm going to do the black section later, and then I want the tip to be black and the bottom part to be black. So for now we're just going to do 2/3 of white chalk Rust-Oleum paint. You want to do the same thing?
Yeah, I want the brush.
Okay, I'm going to give this pumpkin a second coat. As you saw, a little hand coming through. That's my little niece. And you know, when someone's painting, she wants to join in. Right, Mila?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, you want to join in. Now I'm grabbing some painter's tape. And before I section off where I'm going to paint black, I'm going to bring my harvest sign and just see where I want it. And then I'll just mark off where I want to paint. And then I'll just adjust the bow. Pretty much half. See, if you take a look at it, pretty much half. Maybe I want to just a little lower. For the bow, I'm going to be working with 4 inches on each side, so 8 inches together. I'm going to overlap the first one 2 inches, and then I'm just going to zigzag up. So I have my first loop, and I'm going to do 3 loops like this. Okay, so for now we have 2 inches overlapping, and we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 on each side. I'm going to put it in the middle, and then we're going to make a little loop in the middle. So I'm just going to overlap it and cut it at the end. So just give it a little slag. So if I want my bow in the middle, my little, bow in the middle to be 2 inches, just do an extra 2 inches. So this I'm going to loop in, just loop it in. So here's my bow, and it's looped in, as you can see right here. So super easy, you just saw me zigzagging. So I have my first end overlapping 2 inches, and then my ending overlapping 2 inches. I'm going to bring it together, grabbing a floral wire. I'm going to tie it nice and tight. So that was a 2-second bow, that's it. It wasn't that complicated, it was easy to do. And now I'm just going to fluff my bow out. And I love the black and white, but we are going to bring in some greenery. I have my bucket of the spring florals that I absolutely adore, and I use as much as possible in my projects, and they're at the Dollar Tree. I promise, the full Dollar Tree DIY. See the ends that go on the actual wire? They usually are rounded and a little bit on the thicker side. So I like to cut those off. And the ones I'm getting right now, they're from this bundle that has this little purple kind of floral. This video is part of Dollar Store Fall DIY Challenge that is being hosted by my lovely friend Sonia from Domestic Diva DIY. Please check out her channel in the description box below. So for this project, I will be using this kind of like a gift tag, which was from the nautical section of the spring collection. And then I'm going to be using these leaves, these wooden leaves from the Dollar Tree. And I went ahead and put in some Dollar Tree spackling in the little holes because they come with little holes like right here. And they come in a set of 5. So 4 of them I'm going to do, but I really want them to be nice and flat, so I decided that on the side that I'm going to be painting, I decided to do 1 more before I sand it down, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. So as usual, we'll take the tag off first. So I decided to go ahead and spackle the little holes in the sign. Also, I'm one of those people, I don't really like the jute cord the way Dollar Tree has them. If I need to hang this piece, I would just hot glue a piece of jute cord in the back right here. You could actually use the same one, really, but this is how I prefer it. So I'm going to let this dry, and the next thing I'm going to do is grab this Craft Smart chalky paint and give this 2 coats of a nice, beautiful black paint. Okay, now I'm just taking the leaves and I'm going to sand them down. Now I'm just grabbing some white chalk paint and I'm going to be painting the leaves. I'm guessing it's going to take maybe 2 coats at the most because this is really light. There's no design on it. So for the leaves, well, I wanted to do something different for the stem, and I'm going to be using these stickers, which are super close to the Dollar Tree ribbon that you can use. But I'll try to find this and put it in the description box. I got this on eBay a long time ago, and I'm just cutting off a little piece. And as I said, you could definitely do this with ribbon, just cut it off and you could hot glue it, but it's just easier when it's a sticker. And I'm just going to cover it from here and cover it from here. And so we have a little checkered stem. I thought it was gonna be so cute. Now I'm taking these letters from the Dollar Tree. Grabbing some florals from the Dollar Tree. These are the spring little florals. I'm going to grab the ones with the purple flowers, have these pretty little stems here. And I'm just going to cut off that hard edge. For the bow, I will be using this beautiful buffalo check ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and this is 5/8 of an inch. So is this one, and this is a grosgrain ribbon from the Dollar Tree. So what I always like to do is measure out how much I'm going to need. And I want the tail to be a little bit on the bigger side. Measure my bow. About there. You can always cut it shorter later. And then I'm going to cut 2 of the buffalo check ones. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a buffalo check. Then I'm going to have the white grosgrain, then buffalo check on top. Bring it together, find the middle, and when you find the middle, that's when we're going to do a loop number 1, a loop number 2, and we're going to bring it together. I'm just grabbing a piece of chenille wire here. I like using wire for these types of bows because when I'm making a bow that I need to manipulate, meaning I want to move around and I need to move my little, you know, the way I want the tails to hang, it's just easier to do it when you use a piece of wire to bring it together. Before I do the center, I like to actually open the bow up.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed these black and white Dollar Tree DIY signs that I have made. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in my next video.